What?
I thought my inflections were a little too high on Toish.
Yeah, kind of like mine right now. What?
I didn't sound like
What?
it. Tell me this isn't true.
No, I'm kidding.
Well, thank you for joining us on the NFHS Network.
Yeah, we're coming in hot.
There you go. Jason Emery alongside David B. Holm. Thank you. We're all set, ready to go?
Yep.
And I made a little bit of a mistake. It is the Alden Conger-Glenville Emmons. They are combining for.
Yep.
I did say it the second time.
Now, is Glenville Emmons different for boys? Right? No. I'm wrong.
I don't know if they're combined for boys, but now in junior high though they're separate.
Right.
Because I looked at Alden Conger's schedule one time for junior high to see who they'd played, and they had a game against Glenville Emmons, so I know they are not consolidated for junior high yet.
Right.
And I hope they never are.
Yeah.
Because
I agree.
It's good for the conference, and you know what? Maybe we can get Glenville Emmons to. They're not a member of our conference, but they're an affiliated
right.
member. So it'd be nice for them to build up, and maybe we can get them in our conference.
I feel like they're in like a do you know what conference?
They must be in the southeast, or they probably play like Mabel Canton.
I'll find out right now. Currently.
Mabel Canton.
Yeah.
Louisville, Ostrander. They play probably those schools.
A couple turnovers here to start the game.
Turnovers to start the game. Quite a few seniors on the starting lineup for the Knights of Alden Conger Glenville Emmons.
Oh.
And David, you're going to get called for that
You're never
every
gonna get it.
time.
You're never going to get it, man. It's just like that one song.
Never going to get it, never going to get it, yeah.
If I was a ref, I'd just sing that the whole time.
There it is again.
There, okay.
And is that a second foul on Loken? And we're a minute into this one. That's going to be
a little over. Give it. Yep.
2 on Loken, and Wheelock will now come in. 4 low maybe here. We'll see. Oh, and that's a nice move. I like that.
Yeah.
Did you see that?
Touche, right? Yeah, you see that move, Rhea?
That was
Presley.
That was a good move.
Toish.
There's been a lot of Toishes over the years for Alden Conger. Wheelock stutter steps.
Long.
It's long. Oh. Rebound. That is Severtson. Schultz causes the turnover, weakening the steal. Outlet pass to Gruce. 3-on-2 if they can use it. Risky pass there.
Well, Johnson kind of ran to that 3 spot. You know, that's kind of the new age.
Travel before the shot.
Yes, Glenville Emmons is separate for boys.
And they play Mabel Canton, I bet.
Yeah, they have one
Lewiston.
win against Hope Academy.
Okay.
But their conference is Southeast. They're in the Southeast Conference on the west side.
Yeah, and that'll be a reach-in foul by Toish, the 5'10 junior. I was hoping to be tap head, David, the inbound play. It's called Bulldog.
Someone's going to the corner here.
I don't know.
Oh, it was going to the corner.
I hope so. I hope that was the
That was the intent.
Nice pass down low and a good put in there
Transition
by
defense.
Allison.
Oof.
Oh boy. Turnover.
We say it in the junior high game. You can never make that pass from there. You know what I mean?
I mean, and also with the amount of strength it would take to make that pass, it's going to come in pretty high.
Yeah. She had the strength, but
let's say you jump up and you catch it.
Right.
Then what?
You're not even in. By the time you get down, the defense will have reacted to it already.
And you know, the Knights started on a 6-0 run, Dave, and we kind of talked to me beforehand. The Knights, you noticed beforehand, they were kind of a solid.
They're ready to go.
They were a solid team, ready to go.
There was no funny business.
No funny business.
It was all right. We came here to do something as a team.
This is a Valley Conference game.
We have a goal to set out, and this. I mean, they're trying to get above 500. They're 5-6 right now. I think they have a heck of a shot to finish over 500, and I feel like they've been down the last few years, right?
Yeah, well, they had Butte for many years, and so they were pretty good. But if you look at the last 15, 20 years, on average, they usually are
Have a
below
losing,
500.
yeah. So
But if you're these Knights, our Kurt Beyer, the referee, he said when he first started here, Alden Conger was the doormat of the conference for 15 years, and he said, but now the last decade they've been pretty good. So, on average, average year they're usually above 500. So, Butte's playing Division I volleyball right now.
where at?
Augustana.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
But she had an offer to be a preferred walk-on at the University of Minnesota. It was the second jump ball, though, I believe.
Yeah, it was the second. I had something to say about Gopher volleyball.
Good run. They had a good run this year.
Yeah. I was disappointed. I wish they were televised more. It was I'm not gonna pay for a BTN Plus subscription. What do you think this is? I don't have that type of money.
I don't know what to tell you.
I can't just throw $8.99 out there like it's nothing.
Well, David,
What's up?
you are on a pay-per-view broadcast right now.
Yeah, well,
And I'm telling you,
maybe it shouldn't be.
it's a great investment.
Let's get some more ads and make it free.
I'd be fine with that. But I also would be fine with the exclusivity of the NFHS.
Yeah. That's a foul.
And, David, one of the goals for the Bulldogs has
had to stop all
got to be stay out of the double bonus. And
But I don't mind that foul because...
that one might be fine, but what about the other three? Nick, But, David, when you have to make... Because you have to foul. You have to foul sometimes. You don't have the luxury sometimes, though, if you have those nicky-nacky ones that pile up.
Yeah, like Loken's first two.
Yep.
She wasn't ready to play.
She was out of position, and then when you're behind, you're never going to get that reach over.
Right.
I mean, that's... I don't care who you are. I mean, you're 5 inches taller than I am, David. If someone's going to pass me and you're behind me, try not...
You're 6 foot. Come on. You're 6 foot. Come on. You're 6 foot.
I have you at 6'5".
Oh.
You're 6'4". Okay. You're 4 inches taller.
I'll take 6'5".
We're gonna have to look at our yearbook photo and do like a scale. What's an inch, and then maybe see it. And there's times I walk by you and I go, yeah, it looks like 4 inches. And there's times I look by you and I go,
2.
Feels like 5. So 9-0 run to start the game for the Knights of Alden, Conger-Glenville, Emmons.
Yeah, you see it from warm-ups.
And you could see, and David, there is something to be said there. Three-pointer up for Groos.
Well,
Bank is open.
Even that's a good shot. She's got to take that shot. But even in the junior high game
they're not looking. They're not looking.
In the junior high game tonight, our 7th graders didn't have the hottest start. I remember watching them warm up. They're kind of goofing off a little bit, and it was kind of silly, ha ha ha. Little dance here, little dance there, and 2 minutes into the game, they're down 7-0.
7-0. Battled back, but
they battled back and they got into it. But
they got into it. It was
you can't start.
So in earlier action tonight, the 7th grade girls lost 24-23 to Cleveland at Cleveland.
I think it was a great learning experience.
It was a great learning experience, a competitive game against a higher caliber team.
Right. A team that we could say, at the end of this Saturday, they're first in the 8th grade.
They very well could win the 8th grade championship on Saturday.
Right.
Now we're hoping that the Bulldogs bring it home Saturday, but we're going to try our best. But more on that later. And also in the JV matchup, the Bulldogs won by about 30 points.
33, I believe.
33. Coming in for the Bulldogs, we have Weeking and Gertz. And boy, every time we see Sack, there's more and more filled in on that tattoo.
You think that's going to be like a, graduation? Like, yep, it's full now.
I think so. I think it'll be full by the time she walks. Maybe she'll roll up her sleeve at graduation.
Too bad she doesn't have her senior pictures.
Yeah.
But senior pictures isn't as big as it used to be.
Oh, is that so?
You know what I mean? Like,
well, you have to remember, I haven't taken senior pictures in 14 years.
Oh yeah, of course. But how many senior pictures do you actually get though? Do you get a lot?
I had 2 main ones that I liked and my parents liked.
No,
I never
like,
got.
like that you receive like every year, like.
Oh,
Do you
from
receive
students?
a lot? Because I don't.
I personally don't, but
Oh my gosh.
but on graduation party invites, I
Right.
usually
Yeah,
get
yeah.
some, yeah. And a lot of times at graduation parties, they have them lying on the table.
Right. Out of bounds.
That's going to be I thought Allison had it clean, personally. Number 13 coming in for the Knights. That's Shea Saylor, 5'9" junior.
Oh yeah, you're gonna run out of time. You're out of time. You're out of. Oh my gosh.
I think that was 6. That, and to me, that was, I think, was that supposed to be tap head?
No.
I want to see it, David.
Nice move. That was the jump stop. It's
That was a great.
It's like people forgotten about it.
It was a great move.
The jump stop. I'm telling you. If you don't know how to do the jump stop and you expect to play varsity basketball, you're
Not going to happen.
Stop. I mean, you watch Kobe Weimar every game. He's jump stopping everywhere, man. He's jump stopping everywhere.
And it adds more to your arsenal. You're not going to make it just run. You know, you can be fast. We have some speedsters on this team.
Jumping off 1 foot every time is not. You just can't do it. You got to mix it up. You got to have different moves, different ways to counters, and you just can't be predictable. Because it's not going to be easy right-hand layup every time. Grease again.
Oh,
No, she got the glass again, but
we'll take it, boy.
it was a little off.
A press by the Bulldogs here.
Oh, got to cut her off. Good hand.
Stolen away. And
All right.
we'll take it.
I thought she didn't take it as seriously as I thought.
I thought she didn't turn on the burners.
No.
And Weeking is a very accomplished track athlete. Very accomplished.
Yeah, but there's a difference between track legs,
Track speed and
legs.
yep, it is different. Because theoretically, Madison Zimbrick, who got 11th place in the 200 last year at the state,
Right.
should be your fastest ball
Right,
handler, but
right.
that might not be true.
No. She's close, but not. And yeah.
It's a different kind. It's a different game. Track versus basketball.
Oh yeah.
Run Michigan. Let's see what it is.
I like it. Oh, it's just a flex cut. Nice.
That.
Good design.
Wow. And hey, put it up over the outstretched reach of Gertz, and Gertz didn't slap down. So.
What? Just got to deny it before it gets to that point.
Yep.
Good feed.
Nice pass.
But that's how you enter into the post. You can see in a lot of these games, you try to throw it through someone. It's never gonna happen.
And that's a hard skill to learn, David. Those post moves where you body up the right way and you use your angles and.
Yeah.
And that's going to go to the Knights. Cords coming in for the first time in favor of Schultz. Schultz, I believe, has been in there the entire time.
Now, I wonder, would you think of that pass? Would you have more success if it was a bounce pass? I'm not sure.
I don't know.
Oh, that.
It's hard to.
Can't close out like that.
No, boy. It's hard to envision.
Was that a kick? Was that a kick?
It was. Obviously incidental. Anderson coming back in favor of Wacklin.
Swing, yep.
Wheelock, it's off.
Short. Her feet were off, though. She had her left foot in front of her right.
Oh, off the head.
These Knights got to be ready to shoot. They're getting looks, but they're not taking it seriously.
Boy, there is a a lull in this gym right now.
Yeah, I'm glad I have headphones on.
I mean, even during when I did the starting lineups, I could not feel, sometimes you can, crescendo with the fans, and I couldn't do it.
I'm sorry, you're just hilarious. It's like you're okay. You're making a big deal out of this, and it's not even a big deal.
I'm going to return the broadcast because I'm a professional.
I could care less.
Oh, my.
Oh,
No, this guy right here, David Beholm. I love this guy. He's awesome. He's the best.
I mean, who wouldn't, right?
He's the best.
Who wouldn't? And if you don't, it's pretty cool.
No, I would.
I think Cords is open. They were switching, and she had a nice matchup, but... Swing. Cords, post up.
Oh, nice move there. And draws the foul. I thought it was a good move by Wheelock. I mean, she's got some pretty good speed herself.
Get the pen. I want to see the pen. Thank you.
Point well taken.
Yeah. Well, yeah. I see that. Do you want a banana chip later?
Nah.
No. These aren't the best. The best place to get banana chips is Aldi. I'm serious. I went to Target, and they had these organic,
you don't
natural.
Want that.
Yeah.
Why don't you?
It's an actual banana.
Have you ever used the bulk stuff at Cub?
No.
You don't like it because it's not pre-wrapped.
Exactly.
It's for the commoners.
No, okay. It's for the village people. No, I don't know. Well, so when I go to Cub, I don't need a membership, right? I do.
You don't need a membership to go to Cub?
I don't know. I've never
Dave, I'm taking you to Cub. I took you to Hy-Vee.
Chase, I grew up where 45 minutes away was the only Walmart, and that's all we had.
Hey, how about this?
How am I supposed to know what Cub
Next time we go to Cub, I'm going to say, David, don't worry, I'll cover you this time. And then the next time, you'll have to give me some money, and I'll say,
I'm not buying your groceries.
No, you're buying my membership, wink.
Oh,
and then I've actually siphoned, a few bucks off you.
Yeah, you're a hustler.
There you go. No, I love Cub.
I heard Cub was going in the tank, though.
I heard the same thing about your employment.
Employment where?
Kidding. I'm kidding.
This is my job.
I love Cub.
Maybe I should get a job at Cub.
Do you have any idea how much money I've saved on gasoline because of Cub?
Oh. Ridiculous, huh? Ridiculous.
If Cub goes under, I'm going with it.
You're going to fight to the end like Shot Cub.
Oh, yeah, that was it. Three-pointer is up and in. I had a big plan. I was going to make the last transaction in Shopko history. I was going to come. No, this is not hyperbole.
Oh my God!
I embellish some things sometimes on the air. This is not embellished at all. I don't care who you can ask these girls here. I talked about it in 6th grade last year. All right. So it was going to close in like June 17th, 2019.
You asked me to dress in black and be there for it.
That was said. I was going to go on the last day. It was going to close at 8. And I don't care what I had to buy. I was going to make the last purchase. I was going to wait in line. I was going to say, oh no, you go ahead. And I was going to make they're going to call up, 5 minutes and that's the end of and we're closing. And I was going to be the last one in line and I was going to make the last purchase. So anyway, I'm tracking it all day. And at 3 o'clock, Shopko goes on their Facebook page and says, thank you for the years of servitude here. We are out of everything. Thank you. We're closing up a little early today, and it was 3 o'clock in the afternoon, and it was a trying moment.
that was a moment where you just broke up the Bible and just
had to, but good basket there by the Bulldogs. They cut it down to 8.
Oh, okay, we gotta get on the floor.
Well. Man, it worked out. Unlike my last trip to Shopko.
Right. Wow.
But I actually got these glasses there because their optical stayed open through the summer. I wanted to walk around, but they had closed down the aisles. I wanted to grab that sign that they had inside, too, but I didn't have the guts to ask for it.
Mm-hmm.
Groos to sack. We'll get back to basketball action here, folks. Thanks for bearing with us. Nice pass to, ooh.
Gotta finish those.
And hit the, oh boy, and now these Knights can run.
Mm-hmm.
And that's a 2-point in for Anderson.
4-point swing right there.
4-point swing. Groos loses the handle, and it's going to stay with the Bulldogs. 2. 1-2.
Tap head.
No.
Corner. Corner. Other corner.
Good look. Long. Boy. Man. Oh, I thought that bounced on the W.
That's like quite a bit out of bounds right there, too.
Yeah. Sack. Looking to penetrate. She does. It's off. And they're going to... And, hey, not a bad thing for the Cords there. The rebound shot, when a girl has an arm on you, they get the foul. You know, David, the most unbelievable thing happened when I was getting the programs. This isn't embellished either. Someone's leaving with a pretzel.
Yeah.
Unprovoked. A ceiling tile dislodges and falls and hits the guy and knocks the pretzel to the floor.
You're joking.
You ask, where'd you go? You ask Mindy Eilertson or Jen Larson, and they'll tell you. I couldn't believe it.
Did the gentleman get a new pretzel?
No. Because we were going to give him one, but he left in a brisk. He left.
Oh no!
And we couldn't chase him down in time. I looked for him, but I couldn't find him. But if you want to find your way to something good, make your way over to our friends at the Janesville Hardware, Hank. And of course, they got everything. You know this. You've been there. You've loved them for years. But if you're looking for anything, David, anything, and you live in the Janesville area, the place to go is Janesville Hardware, Hank. There's a lot more going for you at Hank. Hardware, Hank. We just recently had our pictures taken by SPX Sports. And they always do a fine job. Very courteous, of course, as always. And we're looking forward to getting those. That's SPX Sports. Contact them for all of your athletic photography needs. Smith's Mill Implement. They are west of Janesville on Highway 14, located in Smith's Mill. If you need any farm equipment, the place to go is Smith's Mill Implement. And what's
going on?
I don't know, but a couple of the girls are doing something with a cup.
They're pretending to spit in a cup right now. I'm in shock. Yeah. Oh my gosh. Okay. Yeah. I'm gonna ignore that.
You know, it's David. It's tough to see when
you
can't have that happen. But well, you can't. I mean, let's call a spade a spade. Can't have that happen.
I'm saying spade.
Bevcom Business Solutions. Look up Bevcom on your
They're not
going to
spit in your cup.
They're not going to spit in your cup.
I know that.
When you fall down, they'll fill your cup.
Nice cut.
Cup or cut?
Cut.
Okay.
That was a design set.
That was a very good move.
It's very similar to my Texas High. Very similar.
Eerily similar.
No.
But maybe.
I ran it a lot that one game. Sack.
3.
Yeah,
Boy, that had some movement on it.
I thought that was in. She kind of had a little step back there, too.
And you could see the trajectory of the ball. At first, it looked like it was going to go wide right, and then it kind of came in.
It's
Kind of like a Scott Norwood kick. 1991 Super Bowl.
Okay, who's that? Yeah.
He was the place kicker for the Buffalo Bills. And he went for the game-winning field goal. He missed it.
Was that the last of their four?
That was the first of their four.
First. I thought that was in the 80s.
No, they
Early
90, 91, 92, 93, 94, the Buffalo Bills went to the Super Bowl.
So did they lose to the Niners or the Cowboys?
They lost to the Cowboys in 94 and 93. They lost to the Redskins in 92. Okay. And they lost to the Giants in 91.
You can't give up offensive rebound off a free throw.
I don't know how it happens, really. I mean, you should have the positioning.
I mean, part of it is if it comes off the rim funny. Sometimes you
If
can't
it takes a
control
funny carom, I can see that.
Right. And that happens. That does happen. But the top girls, not the ones outside the 3-point line, but the top girls in the paint, I think they're just as important.
Oh, a great spin move and penetration by Sack, could not finish. Oh,
Yeah.
traveling is the call. I don't know if there's any halftime entertainment in 6 minutes. I don't think so. I wish there wasn't. We should have our own. Hey, we'll give you $5 if you make a half court shot. Everyone pay $1.
Where's the money going to?
Your cup membership. No.
Big
Big 10 plus.
I need it. You know, I think I would buy if someone said, "Hey, here's money. You need to buy a online subscription to something." I 99.9% of me, I'm gonna pick NFHS for
Because
sure.
you get all the games. Not only the Janesville games, but you get opponents, and you get all across the United States. Any school that is an NFHS school, you get their games, and they have the game of the night.
Yeah. Yeah. Every night if I don't have a game like this, or you know, got something going on during the basketball season, I just search the internet. I'm like, okay, if anyone's streaming any games for free on YouTube or anything.
Nice by
Left
Corey.
hand.
Beautiful left hand.
Left hand.
It looked good. Three. It's off the back iron. Rebound Sack. 8-point game right now. 25-17 our score with a little over 5 minutes to go first half. Sack.
Oh, you gotta get back. Gotta get back.
Oh.
Johnson was the hustle.
Yeah, it's off the front lip.
That's why you trail.
Corman couldn't finish to Sack.
Third try for Sack.
Oh, man. David, I've seen her make a lot of left-handed layups over the years.
She's a lefty, right?
Yeah, the natural lefty. Oh, my.
This is a layup line, but we're not making...
Pig pen ball. And people, get back to your feet. I mean,
Come on. Zoe, what are you doing?
take a slug of Hawaiian punch and get to your feet already.
What?
Well, I mean, what are we doing?
Take a slug of Hawaiian punch. Yeah, that's a new one. A lot of sugar in a Hawaiian punch, though. I want to drink it.
The only time I drink it is if they sell it at Harbor Hank.
Oh. I don't think they sell it at Harbor Hank.
Have you ever had that green Hawaiian punch?
No.
Mmm.
Oh, get out of here. Kiwi, I'm guessing? Kiwi banana twist or something?
Green goodness is what you mean to say.
Yes. That's my favorite flavor of fruit. Green goodness.
Their tagline is, "It's artificially delicious." No.
That's hilarious.
Free throw, it's off. Big rebound by Gruce. Sack over to Gruce. 4 minutes, 15 seconds to go. Floater pass to Schultz. It's a man defense, correct, David?
Yeah?
Yeah, but it's man still. It's man.
They're trailing. Not being as aggressive.
Oh. Good save by Zimbrick right in front of her father.
Brad's impressed.
And, hey, it led to the basket by Johnson, so you have to tip your hat. Weaking to return momentarily. Floater pass over.
There goes
Zimbrick
Zoe.
with the steal. Johnson to Sack. Sack steps out.
Short, Zoe. Oh. Get out of there.
Johnson the step through. 1, 2, and then the step in.
She switched to a pivot foot. She went from a right pivot foot to a left pivot foot. Yeah. Coach trying to.
Yeah.
This is clear.
Oh, stolen away by Johnson.
There it is.
And it's up and in. 25-21 our score.
Good rotation.
Heading to the Bulldogs, and the Bulldogs.
Yeah. See, that's what happens when you rotate, right?
Boy, Bulldogs, I think, have a very good opportunity to take the halftime with the lead. And that's great against a team that, boy, hovering around that 500 mark.
Yeah. Knights are switching to a 2-3 here.
Zimbrick, the pump and go. Johnson,
Yep.
I thought it would look good, David.
Oh, my goodness.
Hike.
She got it. She got it. She got it. She got it. She got the timeout.
All right. I'd like to go to some of more of our local sponsors here.
Please.
Bornicke Construction. Give them a call at 507-234-2221. Bornicke Construction of Janesville, Minnesota. Guardian Energy LLC. Located on 380th Avenue, Janesville, Minnesota. 507-234-5000. Lynch & Sons Farm Drainage of Janesville, Minnesota, 507-327-6833. Once again, that is Lynch & Sons Farm Drainage. The Janesville Agency, a proud supporter of Bulldog Athletics. Yeah, good to see you. Good to see you, Chloe. Good, yeah, focus on coach, girls. Focus on coach.
I never looked in the stands.
Well, all three were waving at me at the same time. It's like, listen to what coach is saying, girls. Come on.
What? Oh, they want a shout out. Did you hear that?
They got a game. They got a game. We don't control the camera. Three-pointer is in.
I want to shout out the sophomore class. Maybe they might be on camera. If you saw 4 girls standing up and looking like goons and doing TikTok dances. Yeah, we're not going to do the renegade here, girls. That is Faith Miller, Reagan Barrett, and Claire Adams, and last but not least, Mara Richardson.
There you go.
Maybe my favorite. I'm kidding. I'm
Oh.
kidding. I'm kidding. I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
But maybe you're not. 5 of them. Oh.
Hey. Look at the trophy, Jason.
Yeah, we see it.
I'll bring it if you want to see it. I got it.
Well, I got one too. You know, I got one.
You got multiple.
I have 2. I have 2, and you have 2. What's going on? What's happened?
Hopefully we both have 3 after this.
I hope so too.
No, I hope you caught those girls on the broadcast.
Well,
And maybe not.
if your coach saw you dancing and mugging for the camera during a game, you probably wouldn't be having a uniform in the second half.
Yeah, no.
That's off. I mean, you could tell that one was going to be off from the moment it was shot. It's all, the follow through. Just you could see the trail on it. Nice put in there by Corman. 27-24. Bulldogs looking to get that elusive first lead of the game. The Knights started off tonight's game 9-0. Bulldogs battled back. This will tie it. It's off.
Yeah. But you can get that look at any time, though.
Yeah.
Against the zone, you can always get a good look at a 3.
Oh yeah.
Always.
That's yeah. So you're saying battle to get in low a little bit more,
Yeah,
and then
I mean, it's not like there's a shot clock. So, maybe take a little time.
and especially when you're matched up against a zone,
kind of
you have all the time in the world.
like the junior high game tonight. I thought the 7th graders shot a little. They made only 1 or 2 passes before they shot.
Yeah.
Skip. I don't think that was intended at
No,
all.
I don't know at all.
Oh my gosh, how'd she get that in there?
Corman puts it. It was blocked, and she still got it in.
My goodness.
The block might have helped it. Who knows? Groose fakes.
I was gonna say, too early for 1 shot. Oh, yep.
Well,
That is not a referee. That is a coach. Yeah, I'd go one shot here. If you can go into the halftime tied. No, would you go at 10 seconds to kind of leave some time
room
for
an
an offensive rebound? Yeah.
Well, that was about 10 seconds too, and it worked out. There would have been no offensive rebound on that miss though. 3, 2, 1.
Nope.
And hey, not a bad end of the half for the Bulldogs. You know, they came out behind 9-0, battled back. It's a 1-point game. It's anybody's game in the second half, David. I think this one could go either way.
If you're wondering, Academy for Sciences and Agriculture lost to Mung Academy.
Mung Academy.
56-70, so,
56-7?
70.
Okay.
I saw a score last night. Or not last night, but a couple nights ago. No. It was something to 7. I swear. It was...
St. Paul, Washington?
No, it was... I want to say like Schaefer Academy or something.
Schaefer Academy is very low. Yeah. They're very low.
I couldn't tell you for
They're out of Rochester.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
How many schools is it? Rochester has a lot of schools.
Schaefer Academy has been towards the bottom of the state for a while in basketball.
Right.
They're 1A. In fact, last year, our girls scheduled them, but it was snowed out. It was going to be a home game. I was looking forward to it.
Right.
This was good dialogue. It feels like we're the only ones talking in this whole gym. Maybe we should go into quiet NPR voice.
No,
There's a slight breeze.
I'm not rolling. I'm not rolling.
The current time, 7:54 p.m.
You're right. How do you know?
I know I'm right, David.
How would you know?
Because I'm using NPR voice.
No,
There's a clock right there.
But you knew it was 7:54?
I can read the clock.
I can't even see where it's...
Oh, what does that appear to be? Is that a clock? The little hand and the big hand and maybe
I understand
couple
that,
numbers,
but
1
it's
through
not.
12?
It's not. How can you tell it's not pointing closer to the 10 instead of the 11? How would you not? How did you decipher? Oh, it's not 54, or it's not 53. It's 54 for sure, guaranteed. How do you know that? How do you know that? I can't see that.
When you've read clocks as long as I've had.
Oh my!
Come on now.
What?
I can tell when that thing's gonna be tilting. And also, you can look at the second hand too. And depending on where the second hand is, you can see if it's reached the minute or not.
You mean the third?
I mean, like the second hand, like the one that's counting the seconds.
Oh, no. Yes. Okay. Yes. I see what you're saying. Yes.
For those of you keeping score at home.
Well,
we'd like to talk about one of our sponsors here this evening. Extreme, powered by MediaCom.
This is ridiculous.
A TV and internet game changer. 844-XTREAM3. That's Extreme 3.
I'm gonna draw. I thought that was Brad Zipperk.
Yeah.
I was like, Brad, what are you doing? Yeah. But he's over there.
Yeah.
Yep, he's singing along.
All right, and that'll end the NPR voice for one evening. I'm tired of it.
Thank you. Oh, this guy's got some moves.
There you go.
You catch The Bachelor last night?
No, I missed that one. I got home last night.
I didn't watch it either.
I fulfilled my eBay orders, and then I went to bed.
Well, what I did was I got home last night, scoffed over the Valley Conference tournament rules, and then I went to bed.
Oh, boy, you're not kidding.
Ugh.
That is... I feel bad for anybody going to that tournament because they're not going to see much basketball.
No.
So, yeah, it's... What we're alluding to is if you care at home, which I don't know if you would, but during the halftime, we got to talk about something. 9-minute running time halves.
Yeah.
Which is set your watch for an alarm for 9 minutes, and that's a half.
I'd almost rather go first one to 15.
I might be okay with that. I think it's going to be a very tough day for all teams, and it's anybody's game.
Yep.
This is
like it,
we talked about on the bus.
It usually is, but
we could come away with first place, or we could get 7th.
Yeah. I mean, if you have a tough pool. Yes, correct.
All right. Are we going to arm wrestle about it, too?
Well, if you want to. I mean,
I don't. No, I don't.
You don't want to?
No.
I might lose. I'm really sore right now.
I have never won an arm wrestling match in my life.
Get out of here.
Never. I've only had like 4 or 5, but I've never won any. I don't have a lot of tendon strength.
Yeah.
None. And that's your real strength, your tendon strength.
Right. That's why they say, like those skinny kids that are like strong, they're wiry. That's not wiry, yeah. Wiry, yeah. Oh, a notification. Wow. St. Michael Albertville played Moorhead today. It's a drive.
That is.
Check some areas, not area, but some.
Yeah, let's get some local.
I don't have any local, but
also one thing we are a little remiss on talking about. A senior at Nicollet.
Oh gosh!
Unfortunately, passed away in a car accident yesterday morning on the way to school. She was a senior. She played on the volleyball team, played on the basketball team, was a current member of the basketball team. Obviously, the school and area is just absolutely heartbroken. I mean, just absolutely heartbroken. Our Bulldogs are going there on Friday, and I don't know what the scoop is, but if you are listening in the local area, that might be a good one to make the trip over to Nicollet for. The school's hurting a lot, and I would not surprise me if they have some type of a benefit for the family. And it might not surprise me if they have that still going on Saturday for our junior high tournament.
Right.
That's over in Nicollet, too. But... it's a good lesson for all of us that, tomorrow's not guaranteed to any of us, and anything can happen.
Well,
and you want to let people know that you love them while you're here, because you can't do it when you're gone.
Yep. And I don't know what was the main cause of the crash.
Nor do I. I did not watch the 10 o'clock news last night.
But, I mean, I was telling the Cleveland coach tonight, so on the way to school, or to the school today, on the way, there's on Stadium, right? You know what I'm talking about, Stadium Road?
I do.
So there's some homes by there, and a bus was dropping off a kid. They're kids, multiple, right?
Yeah.
And the guy in front of me, guy, girl, whatever, zoomed past. The stop sign had been like they had been stopped there for at least 30 seconds, and they just went on by. They were obviously speeding in a like a 45
I hope
zone.
they got the license plate.
But no, it's ridiculous, and it, I don't think people take. It's something you do every day, and it just becomes so natural. But driving is really, it's a privilege.
Yes.
And you just, And you just can't be on your phone. You can't be distracted. I'm sorry. I play music in the car too. All right. I do that type of stuff. But I have my own hands-free device that I keep it on. And you got to take it seriously, man.
Well, that's why there's been so much legislation on texting while driving.
You got to take it seriously. And the other thing is, you can do everything right too. You can do everything right, and it just takes one person to make one mistake, and it's over. It's over. So it's just,
you're right on, David. It's a if there's anything we can take from these tragedies, it's how can we apply them to our everyday life? And it really is. You have to be free with your emotions, and you have to let people know you care about them, because Lord only knows when our time is up, and it's something we all have to take seriously. And it almost is silly. I wanted to win a night's game. I wanted to win the junior high game tonight. In the grand scheme of life, it's so minuscule. It really doesn't mean a whole lot.
Right.
I mean, life is, basketball is fun. We all love it, but so many more important things. But that being said, second half action about to be underway here. Fresh 18 on the clock. 29-28 our score in favor of the Alden Conger-Glenville Emmons Knights. They will have the first possession of the second half.
Wasn't it like 25-17, I want to say? 27-17?
Yeah, the Bulldogs really finished the second half well. And what a start by Johnson and the Bulldogs. And, I said it would be the Knights with the first possession. It wasn't.
Well, I mean, it was, but...
And that's the lead for the Bulldogs, 30-29. Cross-court pass, three-pointers up, and it's nothing but the bottom of the cup for Anderson.
I couldn't even hear it go through.
It was that smooth.
That's one thing I heard the other day. Someone was describing one of the high school games. I was watching a live stream. I was watching Hopkins play, and I had like a live chat, and they were just talking about how they like watching the girls' game more because it's more smooth. Like if you're
usually more skill-based.
Right.
Nice two-pointer there by Loken on the last possession. Schultz the rebound. Tied up at 32 all.
Swing.
Johnson to Loken. Nope, not going to get that one. But she'll get that one. The first one you could tell was nothing. The second one, I thought more of the same, but not the case. Loken heading to the line for two shots here. Loken, a senior. We're talking about that Saturday, junior high tournament. Loken, an eighth grader, as an eighth grader, was a champion.
They won that thing?
They won.
Wow.
The eighth graders, the Sack, Gruss, and Loken, they won the Valley Conference Championship that year. And certainly we were not the favorites. There was some controversy with a team using some non-eligible players that knocked out a few teams along the way, and then we were going to play them in the championship, and then the other team filed a protest, and we played them instead, and then we beat them. So it was very strange, but it was
interesting.
It was fine that it happened.
Yeah.
And then they got, when they were seventh graders, they got third place. We played the champion Cleveland in the first round and lost by, I think, 4. And that was a stop time game. The final score was 12-8.
Bank. Oh. Yeah.
Oh, and heels on the line.
Tried to tightrope it.
Yeah. Thank you again for joining us on the NFHS Network, whether live or the archive or the encore presentation. Foul is on Weeking. Oh, Rasmussen heading to the line for a pair. Free throw rattles out. Sack coming in favor of Weeking. Yeah, that 8th grade team, when they won the championship, it was Martin County West in the first round, Mankato Loyola in the second round, LCWM in the third round. 8-team bracket.
Yeah, how it should be.
And every game was close. And I think Saturday, every game's going to be close. I mean,
if it's
literally
not,
every game.
If it's not close, that's going to be bad.
And even if you have two teams that are, one is much more skilled than the other, because you're only playing each other really for 5 minutes per half, it's going to be, it'll go fast. I want to talk to Ryan about the bus times before we go.
Yeah. Oh my!
Ring around the rim and in. And the Bulldogs with a 3-point lead for the first time tonight, 35-32. Allison passes it out. And that's going to be a body foul by Loken.
Goes three on her?
Well, she got 2 in the first minute of the game. I don't know what she's at now. Or was it on Schultz?
Oh, yep.
It was on Schultz. I thought for sure it would be on Loken. Subs coming in for the Knights. Number 1, Corman. Number 20, Walklin. I believe every member of this Knights team has played. Yes, they only have 3 girls on the bench tonight. They do have some injuries. So, a short bench tonight for the Knights, and everyone's getting... That was a nice approach, but it was not the best finish.
Maybe a little contact.
That's Toish. Loken draws the foul. Free throw up. It's off.
Jump. Oh, yep.
Yeah.
I'm tired, man.
Yeah. A good, yep. Loken wanted a little bit of an explanation there on the call. She got one.
Interesting. Oh, wow.
Wow, an on-the-knees pass. And the shot is in by Anderson. Loken down low to Schultz. Schultz. Oh, it's off. Toish the board. Slowing it down. Anderson dribbles out of trouble but turns it over. 2-on-1. Boy, Bulldogs.
Nice pass. Oh,
gotta finish that if you're the Knights.
Oh.
The Bulldogs were kind of caught in quicksand there, David, on the way back.
Maybe a little bit more than quicksand.
Well, they were running down, and then they couldn't get their feet to them to run back. And Sack basically uncontested and goes in and scores. Not a very good effort there on defense by the Knights.
No, not at all. This inside-out dribble, that's a foul.
Yeah. It might come down to free throws again, David. Might come down to free throws. So quiet in here.
I know.
Man.
What?
I wonder
Who
if...
whistled?
Well, you could hear it anywhere in the gym. I wonder if I dropped a pencil right now, if we could...
Do it. Well, not when she's shooting. Yeah, that's loud.
Did that reverberate throughout the gym?
Timeout.
Timeout on the floor. We got 30 seconds to talk about our friends over at Fit Time. Be fit, be healthy, be happy. You know, we're two weeks or so, David, into the new decade, the 2020s. Some people have already go ahead and called them Roaring 20s Part 2.
Yeah,
but
I haven't heard that. I don't know who you're talking to.
I just made that up now.
Right. Yeah, sounds
but
like
anyway, the Roaring 20s Part 2, it's going to be full of fitness and tanning. And if you need your tanning needs met or your fitness needs met 24 hours a day, the place to go in Janesville is Fit Time, owned and operated by Elisa Johnson, a substitute teacher at JWP. Give them a call at 507-351-7292. Once again, that's 24-hour tanning and fitness at the Fit Time of Janesville.
Oh, boy.
What are you?
There's a brawl tonight in the Kansas State game. As the buzzer sound, both benches cleared.
There's going to be some suspensions there.
Yep. Kansas is I'm looking at Kansas as one of my Final Four picks. I'm telling you, man.
Is that
Dotson? Dotson's a bucket.
Well,
and who's
remember,
I worry about the perimeter shooting though. I really do. But you have something to say?
I do. The only thing I worry about is you getting your bracket in on time for the Emory pool.
On time. $1 million approach. Not the finish, though.
I thought you were talking about the purse money of our pool. I was like,
$1 million,
no,
yes,
no.
please. And I pitch in $1, and you when I win it, you give me.
Traveling by Allison. And number 13, Shea Saylor, the junior, coming back in for the Knights. Am I talking really loud, man?
Yeah, a little bit.
Am I really?
I mean, I don't. How can you not?
Well, I don't know. I've always been told I have a very loud voice. I don't mean to,
But when I hear the word voice, all I think about is loud. You know what I mean?
And when I hear voice, all I see is CeeLo Green turning around in his chair. Stolen away by the Bulldogs.
We need to get CeeLo Green here. CeeLo Green and Riff Raff.
Oh my!
Jace, you know how great like prom would be if Riff Raff just came out.
Well, now when we don't have a half court shooter, we're not going to afford him.
Well, maybe for prom you could.
Well, he's 25K or better when he takes the stage. Isn't that one of his lyrics?
I don't know. The only lyric I know is tiptoeing in my Jordans, so that's it.
I know more than that.
Oh.
I know.
Wow.
I know a few more than that. I've heard a few of his songs.
That's shameful.
You want to perform at prom? I've heard a song or two, and it's shameful.
This isn't about me. This is about you.
By the way, I put a bug in people's ear that
Riff Raff is coming to town?
No, I said that. They were looking for chaperones for the junior high dance, and I said, have you asked Coach Holm yet? And then they can't give me a look like, and I said, oh, okay.
Yeah, I would give you the same look. Okay. I'm not chaperone at junior high dance. I mean, if the price is right, but...
Oh, you could drink green Hawaiian punch. All right, free throw is in. The Bulldogs still have a 39-37-point lead. Many subs coming in for both teams. We're having a good time here on the NFHS Network, as we always do. And thank you again for joining us.
If that situation ever comes up again, in any, dance, whatever.
Sure.
Please never say, have you asked Coach Holm?
All right, I won't. I'll never do that again. Faith Miller has entered for the Bulldogs, seeing first court action tonight. This is not her first time on a varsity court, though. She's known for her speed.
Speed? She's got good speed.
She's got good speed.
But she's not.
I'd say she's known for it.
Known for? I was going to say more of her passing ability, but...
Okay, that's fair.
We see two different Faith Millers, maybe.
I just remember, I don't remember a pass on that. Get the rebound, drive it in, lay it in against Blooming Prairie.
Yeah, but there was no one to pass it to, so she had to use the speed.
That's her legacy.
Yeah, Faith Miller, you're yarding the ball. Yep.
Inside
Yes.
drive by Rasmussen, but she
I thought they were
carries
gonna-
it.
I thought they were going to get the hand.
I thought it was going to be. I
Logan.
thought it was going to be a reach in myself.
Logan
She
and
palmed the
me.
ball. Miller. Cross-court pass. Down. Nice
move.
pass by Gertz. Coach Gruss is fired up, as we all are.
Yeah, this is what happens when you move the ball.
41-38. Errant pass, and the Bulldogs will take
Wow.
over here with 11:23 to go, second half.
Yeah. Faith can't go left. She's having trouble.
Might be the shoulder.
Hopefully not.
No.
Yep, stop ball. Oh, don't quit moving your feet. I don't like that wall.
Well, you could see Gruss sliding into it and brace for impact. Maybe they should just put a sign up that says maximum impact on the wall. I don't know.
Or like, when you like watch like car commercials. And
I do.
and they have like the crash test dummies and
Yeah.
it's that
I love
yellow and black.
No, I love the crash
Yeah.
test dummies.
Right.
What's your problem? They had, when I was growing up in the 90s, they had action figures, a TV show, and everything.
Right. What?
Yeah. There was even a band named the Crash Test Dummies. That was their big song. I'm not kidding. Look it up.
You've enlightened me.
In fact, when I was a senior in high school,
Right.
one of the my junior year of high school, one of those songs in the weight room was by the Crash Test Dummies. Three-pointer is off by Courts.
Look up. No, not there.
Oh, my. Speaking of
Good move.
tiptoeing, she kind of did a little tiptoe there, it looked like.
Oh, she drag her foot a little bit there. Oh.
Buddy, that referee almost took one off the nose.
What was that? Silver? What?
I heard sit on the ball.
Oh, yeah. Corner.
Rattles out. They had their option of which corner they wanted to go to, though. Obviously, it was a zone coming out of the inbound, but a couple good looks there.
Oh,
Blocked by
there
Miller.
you go.
Oh.
That's the second time she's done something like that. She dives on the floor and gets it out before she travels. Very impressive. Takes a lot of body control for that.
long, but I think she was,
Can't foul the shooter.
David, you could see it plain as day. She was clicked.
No.
Throw that phone in the river, David.
I'm looking at scores. No, I'll tell you one score right
Get-
now. I'll tell
Get
you.
loose of that thing.
Where is it? Come on. Heritage Christian in girls basketball beat PACT 79-17.
That's
Rough.
too bad. Packed Academy. They're a charter school.
Yep. Packed. I wasn't sure. So.
And tie game, 41 all. Boy, this droop is terrible tonight.
I know. That's why I got rid of it.
I have to, makes sense. I have to hold it, basically. Timeout, Coach Thompson, as Faith Miller takes a stumble. I'd like to go back to some of our local sponsors. Please contact Glenda Jewison of American Family Insurance, 507-550-3011. That's the office line. Insure carefully, dream fearlessly, and you can do that with Glenda Jewison at American Family Insurance. They've lost their sign, but they are still open. That's Ginger P Designs, modern, fresh paper goods. Check them out on the web at www.gingerpdesigns.com. Like their Facebook page, of course, if you haven't already done that. I have. And stop into the shop. It's the one with the big pink door. That's Modern Fresh Paper Goods. The only place to stop is Ginger P Designs. Vincent Plumbing and Heating. For all your plumbing and heating needs in the Janesville area, give them a call. Look them up on the web, Vincent Plumbing and Heating. Jump ball.
Yeah, you're really loud.
Am I?
We're really loud. During that timeout and you're doing the sponsors, everyone could hear you.
No, please tell me that's not true.
I am not lying. I'm
Over there.
I swear.
Over here.
Oh yeah, for sure, no doubt.
Over there.
No, well, there's no one over there, so no doubt.
Then I will have to revert back to my.
Because I could hear both coaches too.
Well, then that's not me. Then it's just the environment.
Yeah. No. Yeah. If there's actually someone here,
Nice crossover there.
Oh, look up. Nah, not there. That's a tough pass. I'd like to see Cord get another little post up here. She had 4 or 6 points in a row.
She's been playing well and had some pretty good passes coming her way. Good call by Wheelock. Wheelock for 2. It's off. Cords can't finish. Boy, that referee, he must have a magnet on him, and the ball must have something inside. The big sit. I think she was saying the big sit. Floater is in for Wheelock. Whoa, Nelly. Turnover by the Knights.
Rough.
You doing all right, David?
Yeah, I'm all right.
I'd like to say hello to John and Annette in Lakeville. My parents are wondering, the 7th grade, we lost our first game tonight, 24-23. Tough game against Cleveland. They will be in the 8th grade bracket on Saturday.
Yeah.
They were about half and half, 7th grade, 8th grade. Tough team, I thought.
Oh, yeah. Oof.
And they dribble it right into her arms.
Bold strategy.
Yeah, bold. Have you seen that clip where that guy does the behind-the-back dribble between the defender's legs? He runs on the other side, grabs it.
No. I don't think so. Oh, where?
Yeah, and sack. Well, you have to call that, though.
Yeah.
It's an accident, but you have to call it.
Yeah.
But did Sack got a little cut on her cheek?
Who?
Sack, her right cheek.
I can't see.
Now here's where it gets dangerous because it's 10 fouls now the rest of the way.
30. Oh, Sack's got 4. Ooh.
I think the bench can hear us because they were.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah, they definitely can. I told you they could.
Well,
I told you.
Claire Adams, focus on the game.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'd like to take this chance to apologize to absolutely nobody. That was my best Conor McGregor impression. Gosh, that was a heck of a fight. That was so fun to watch. I don't like fighting, but I like it.
I don't like fighting, but I like it. Yeah, there you go. All I know is February 22nd, the big rematch. Fury Wilder.
Oh, who cares about that?
That's going to be the biggest grossing heavyweight fight since.
No one's gonna watch.
It's gonna.
David,
David,
I might watch.
okay, it's going to be the biggest grossing heavyweight fight since Tyson Lewis,
way.
2003.
No way.
Bar none, David. This will be the biggest grossing heavyweight fight since
Really?
Tyson Lewis summer of 2003.
Okay, so then why did I not know about it until you literally just told me? I had no idea there was a fight coming on.
David, they got a month to promote it.
A month? A little late? Thought this was.
David, without question,
You're gonna buy the fight? You gonna buy it?
I would love to see the fight.
Okay.
I would love to see the fight.
I think I'm gonna illegally stream it online. So.
Shame on you.
You could go to twitch.com and you can get anything streamed. I'm serious. That's how I watched the Conor McGregor fight. Went to Twitch. You don't know what Twitch is.
It's where those video gamers
Yes,
go
exactly.
for,
Correct. Correct. Hit that. There it is.
Three-pointer is in.
Oh. She just lost it.
Sack puts it in. 5-point lead for the Bulldogs, 48-43.
Yeah, I was looking at a foul.
Sack heading the other way.
But that's why I like the bounce pass.
I think Sack's looking for a dagger shot here.
No, they got to be ready to shoot. Be ready to shoot. Oof.
There it is.
Long. Oh my God.
Oh, got it. I'd get a little blocked by Toish.
Oh.
Nope, she was out of bounds.
She didn't reestablish herself.
She had a heel.
Easy call.
She had a heel on the line.
Easy call. Easy call.
She had a heel on the line, David, I think.
I don't know where the Knights' hustle is, though. The Knights are just
They
not,
look sluggish.
They're not. There's no fight.
No conviction.
Oh, my gosh.
I think they're gassed.
It's something.
They have 2 girls out injured tonight, but they are gassed. I think we're a little gassed too, though.
Yeah, it's definitely
Lethargic basketball.
there it is.
Nice, beautiful pass. Great finish by Wheelock.
Yeah.
Well, if the Knights got anything left in the tank, they got to show it now. Can I extend my legs?
Yeah, I think so.
Extend my legs a little.
Yeah.
Rattles in. Nice pass.
Oh.
Rebound, Allison heading the other way to the Knights. That's Toish. Man. Toish has some good moves sometimes,
Right.
but she's missed a lot of these, and some of them haven't even been close.
Mm-hmm. She's long, though.
She's a good athlete.
Yeah, you got to get a
2
bucket
on
here.
1. And they get it, 50-47. And you wonder if the free throw shooting's going to come in, David.
Right,
Double
right.
bonus.
Yeah, they really are forcing the left hand, but Sack's a lefty, so
Yep.
I don't know why they're... I don't know what the strategy is there. Yes, let's force her to her strong hand. Interesting.
You know, though, sometimes, and this is not because, it's obvious you would do this.
Right.
Sometimes I'd start games and I'd have Sack. I'd say, dribble only with your right hand when you're dribbling up, and I want you to go right hand, and then, because there was a coach that would say, now force her left, and we wanted that.
Right.
So sometimes you can lull them a little bit.
Play the game.
It's a Sack. Deflected by Toish.
I might play the stall game here. Timeout. He said blue, he didn't say dark.
That's all right.
We'll let it pass.
I'd like to talk about our friends over at Wisty's Continuous Concrete. Or check them out at the web at wistys.com. Obligation free since 2003. That's Wisty's Continuous Concrete and Edging. My favorite sponsor on here, Play It Again Sports. Buy, sell, trade, new and used athletic goods. They have it all. I mean, any sport you want, they got. Give them a call for any availability of any item at 507-625-2000. Check them out at Madison Avenue. Maybe get your oil changed, and then maybe stop in to Play It Again Sports, see what they got. They got something for every sport and everybody. Not in season right now, but check out the Dairy Queen on the corner of East 1st Street. They'll be probably opening up in April. Complete Construction, Kevin Johnson, Janesville, Minnesota. Look them up on the web. Complete Construction of Janesville, Minnesota. And I'm pretty sure that's all of our sponsors tonight. We got them all.
Good job.
Thank you again so much for joining us on the NFHS Network. Man, oof.
Thought you could have jumped on that. Travel. Boy, there's a little echo on your advertisements. I'm dead serious, man.
So nice they had to hear it twice.
Yeah. That's how quiet it was.
Wait, you mean in the whole gym?
Yeah. I wish you could hear it. What I'm going to do is next time out, I'm just going to talk maybe a little bit louder to you and then see what you think.
Please do.
Maybe like right now. Take your headset off. I'm dead serious. So Jace, yeah.
I'm embarrassed.
Yeah.
I am embarrassed.
Yeah, and I'm not even talking as loud as you were.
I am embarrassed, David.
Do it again.
Everybody in the whole gym can hear us.
I know. I'm dead. Yeah. Bank.
Oh my goodness.
Yep.
I think we're just two guys having a private conversation.
No, we're not. It's not private at all. Well, it's never private.
But normally with more people here, our sound gets muffled.
Right.
Normally we have there's nobody to the left of us. Nobody in front of us.
Open look. The scoop. Too much of the scoop.
Very few fans traveled from Alden, Conger-Glenville, Emmons. And there's very few fans here. So.
Oh, they got to get matched up. Zoe was open.
Good box out, but Zimbrick gets the board. Zimbrick hits the deck. David, that was kind of scary when you had me take my headset off and you talked, and it's like,
yeah,
these headsets conceal a lot of, our exterior, and holy smokes. But the Janesville gym has always been known for being very quiet.
Which is the...
No highs, no lows.
Yeah, I don't think there was any highs, though. I mean, there's a lot of highs. We've had plenty.
Yeah.
But then they don't react.
But it's always been a quiet gym, though.
Oh, where you going? That's a charge.
Yeah. And, now that brings and a lot of the cheering you hear on your headset is the JV team from Alden, Conger-Glenville, Emmons, who are still in attendance. But with the exception of that, there's just, it's a sparse crowd. I don't know if you can see it at home, But
my. Oh, I thought that was in.
this might be. Yeah. And
I was hoping he was looking. I'm glad he was. That ball was coming right back at him.
unreal.
Oh, yeah, we got the classic call it both ways. Thank you. I don't think they've ever heard that one before. Appreciate that.
I didn't hear who.
Someone said call it both ways, so.
Yeah.
You know, that's such an astounding, you know.
Yeah. You know, these, you know, a lot of people, you know, like to talk tough. Why don't you get licensed and do it?
You can't, you know, maybe fouling's the game here. Knights aren't going to make them.
50-48. 2-point lead.
Oof, right idea.
Stolen away by the Knights.
I'm not a huge fan of forcing anything right now.
Why? Toish, the inside drive, very hard off the glass.
Yeah, they got to. That's a jump. He's got jump. That's a jump.
And boy, some of our fans don't like it because a foul was called. But
Bad position. That's the worst argument I've ever heard. No, the jump. I mean, what are you going to do, though?
well, look what it ended up being.
Yeah.
Oh, it works out.
It was all planned, Chase. Here's what we're going to do. We're going to...
She's going to biff it off the bottom of the hoop. Fast break. And it's going to be an obvious layup, but then we're going to do the pass at the end, and you're going to get fouled.
For the angle. Yeah, I don't... Long.
Logan getting her share of points tonight. She might be at about 10 points.
No. Yeah, maybe. I don't know. I don't keep track of that type of stuff.
I bet she's had a lot of free throws.
That's a foul. That's a foul.
You can see it slipping away from Coach
It is.
Huvendick and the Knights.
It is.
You can see it just slipping away a little bit.
Yeah.
It's off.
Oof. Look up. Yeah, she's got her head down. She's going to go.
And Toish is a coast to coast. She might be the best dribbler on this court.
Yeah. Hi, it's Maddie Zimberg.
Oh, yeah, there she is.
Good to see you. Good to see you.
She give you the high sign?
No. Here.
And we're under 2 minutes. 53-49 our score. This final 3 minutes of the game has probably been about 15. And it's going to be about 15 more, I think, before we're all said and done. Toish connects on both of them. It is a one-possession game.
You know what? I'm going layups only here.
Have to.
I'm not shooting. I'm not shooting unless it's a layup. I'm sorry.
And some of our seventh graders, they didn't understand. You know, they said, well, they were intentionally stalling.
Travel.
Remember that?
Yeah.
It's like, well,
But
you
that's
know,
the point.
that's.
I don't.
It's.
Of course, I'm going to intentionally stall.
There's nothing telling them they have to shoot.
I think I'm stupid.
Yeah.
They're
But
not
you know,
dumb.
some youthful players don't get that
Right.
though, and it's not a sportsmanship thing.
I was going to say, she's not going to pass, is she? Oh, my.
Oh boy!
Oh.
And Toish would have had the rebound if she hadn't slipped.
Yep, she would have. She would have had a good shot at it, too. Oh, home run ball. Home run ball. Home run ball. Home run ball. No, never mind. Oh, that's...
Ooh, I thought that was off Johnson.
That's white ball. Ooh.
I thought that was off Johnson. Timeout Bulldogs.
That's a
minute
tough spot.
26.
That's a tough spot to inbound.
Ooh.
Oof.
Well, David.
What's up? How are you doing?
I don't know what to say right now, man. I've gone through all the sponsors.
How about we get everyone in the building to smile, maybe?
There you go.
And then we,
How about we talk about our next home game, which is on Monday night, Bethlehem Academy. Do we play them Monday night?
Monday night? Yes, the 7th grade or something. There's some sort of
7th grade only.
It's my birthday, man. What are you
Faribault BA.
I'll be. Yeah.
Are you trying to make
I should go back to Henning for that. Be a good time.
For your birthday?
Yeah.
Well,
I won't though.
You're afraid that we're not gonna treat you well?
Yeah.
We'll sing happy birthday to you.
No, we won't.
Well, I'm going to.
You'll be alone in that matter.
I think I can recruit a few people.
When's our next boys game?
The next boys game.
Thursday, right?
Thursday night, Martin County West. That'll be a fun one. We are at Loyola that night, so we will see if we get back in time. I'm sure we will. And
it still says 8th grade to follow, but
maybe they want to play 2 games.
I honestly,
it makes me a little nervous because I'm supposed to play that Loyola team on Saturday, and maybe they've improved a lot. If they're
maybe
playing,
some transfers came in.
That very well could be the case.
All right, real luck. Put this game on ice. 10's got 4. She follows out. It's game over. I don't care what anyone says.
Toys, yeah. It's in for Wheelock.
Yes, the classic off while it's in the air, then it goes in.
Yeah, I heard that too. Sack in for Gruce. Wheelock makes it.
Got them both.
Travel. 5-point game with 1:12 left.
Home run. No.
Gotta angle that better if you're 21.
Yeah. Yeah, you gotta put a little heat on.
Oh, and Thompson said no.
Yeah.
That was a smart move by Thompson. You take the win. You take the win.
I thought she was gonna shoot that.
Oh, can't be yeah. I was gonna say. I thought they were gonna call a foul on it. It's like, well, timeout by Coach Huvendick.
Yeah, well, I'm thinking I'm gonna get the jacket on, so.
Yeah.
It's time. It's time.
I know. I'm just tapping a pen on a table. It's just so quiet in here tonight, man. I'm seeing how loud I can get it here. Man, that just goes to show you. I'm tapping a pen on a table, and it's the loudest thing in the whole gym. Let's finish this 42.8. You need music almost during these timeouts. I mean, this is just tough to swallow. All right. Toish. The big
Nice
jump stop. Oh, she just can't get it. Possession favors the Bulldogs.
I think that should do it.
It should, and this is a nice victory for the Bulldogs tonight. If this score
Bearing
maintains.
something catastrophic.
No home run ball is going to happen, that's for sure.
Cut her off. Yeah, you got to be trapping here.
Sack will head to the line. Free throw up, it's going to miss everything. No rim. And that gives the Knights life. 2-possession game, 26.6. They're going to roll it in. Weeking put a little heat on her to make sure the clock, they had to pick it up. Toish for 3.
Short.
Similar to that free throw, and that's going to be a touch foul by Anderson. Sack at the line. I apologize. Johnson at the line. Double bonus now.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
There it is. Free throw in. David, boy, you're ready to hightail it.
Yeah. I'm ready.
Should we do our send-off now? During the closing moments, maybe we'll get it in. Free throw in by Johnson. Timeout, Coach Huvendick.
Oh, come on. I'm ready to go. I had homework, man.
Oh, do you?
I do.
What's the problem?
What? You don't believe me? I don't have homework?
No, I believe you.
Okay. No, my eyes are really tired. I'm on my last pair of contacts, and they're really bugging me. So.
Well, you just gotta get home safe. That's all I care about.
Yeah.
I'm not kidding you.
Yeah.
Hey, if you need anything, just give me a call.
Want to drive me home? My car?
No.
Drop yourself off, and then.
I'm not gonna do that. I'm not gonna do that, David.
You know, you just have to find a ride in the morning. Oof.
It's not gonna happen. Oh my. It's just so quiet. Nobody, you look in the crowd, no one is talking to each other. And boy, if I'm the Knights, I'm saying let's just run right now. We don't need the defense.
Hey, give me the ball. Give me the ball.
Let's see what happens these final 18 seconds. Good pass. Allison for 2. It's in.
All right.
57-52.
I'm throwing the ball up. Yep. See, now, I don't care if they score again. I'm not inbounding the ball. Sorry.
Yep.
Because that clock is going to run out before that 5-second
And that's happy trails to you for Anderson. And we have Wacklin coming back in.
That was loud.
Jangling of keys.
Yep.
I'm getting ready to hightail it out of here myself. Stash this pin.
Valley Conference.
Yeah, Valley Conference win tonight for the Bulldogs. Very impressive.
Why not?
Thank you again for joining us on the NFHS Network. We'll let the
It is.
final ticks come off the clock here in a moment.
I'll give him a clap.
And our final score this evening, if this shot, let's see what this shot happens here.
Short, you're no good.
Our final score this evening, the Bulldogs with the Valley Conference victory 59-52. And we will see you Thursday night.